New
exotic butters. Exotic butters. Exotic butters.
How long until someone makes a remix of
Exotic butters. Exotic butters. Exotic butters. Exotic butters.
What's up, my guys? All right, so we're going to start off with a little flossing. We have an announcement. As everybody knows, there was a hurricane that hit almost the border of Texas and Louisiana, more onto the Louisiana side. Andy Field is actually a staff officer in the United States Army. It's probably the reserves, but I'm pretty sure he's been doing it for a while. And if I know Andy, we have a brother, Rachel's brother, John, is in the U.S. Army Reserves. I think he's actually in the Marine Corps Reserves. John is. Those are the kind of guys that jump in to help out. And as you might have guessed, Andy is actually in an area that has no internet and no power right now, working on the relief effort for those that were most affected by the hurricane in Louisiana. So I have not had a chance to watch the new Sword Art Online episode, but Ghazi, welcome from way on the other side of the world. Welcome, Amelia. Welcome, Rob. Welcome, Chris. Welcome, Amir. I appreciate everybody tuning in. But we wanted to let you know that Andy will not be with us today. And so to kind of help raise money for that area of America that is suffering right now as a result of the hurricane, I personally very much know what it's like to be without internet. Thankfully, I personally didn't lose our cell service with the tornado, but we certainly lost our internet. And an internet company that loses internet is horrendous. But tons of people are affected in Louisiana that are dealing with that in the hurricane right now. Braidstar Gaming, what is up, my dude? And so I stayed up last night. I was going to go to bed early and get some rest because we work a lot at Color World, and my voice is necessary. It's a necessary part of being an entertainer and always talking to people and being a host and all that stuff. But I got the news late last night, and so I diverted my attention to, I had Bea, my daughter. Many of you know who Bea is. In fact, the whole reason this panel is happening is because years and years and years ago, my daughter created, when she was 8 years old, she created this Five Nights at Freddy's art, and it's super cool, and it's actually a best-selling item on Etsy. I mean, it's crazy. If you type in FNAF on Etsy, the Five Nights at Freddy's face mask that my daughter drew when she was 8 years old will come up as a best-selling item. It's super cool. So Andy is
Exotic butters.
So that's actually Andy's voice. Andy is the narrator, I guess you could say. He's hand unit is the official terminology for FNAF, for Five Nights at Freddy's. He is the tutorial unit. So yeah, that's Andy's voice. If you play Five Nights at Freddy's, in a ton of it, you're actually hearing Andy Field. So Bea whipped this up for me, this Exotic Butters art. And then I stayed up late and made face masks. I didn't get to bed till 2 a.m. It was, I wanted to see what we could do to help out Andy. So anybody that buys any ticket whatsoever, whether it be an autograph, a hangout, a personalized message. I'm really missing like a big part. Anybody who purchases an autograph, a personalized message, or a hangout with Andy, the hangouts will definitely not be fulfilled today. The audio messages, usually we say 2 to 3 weeks. It could be more. I don't know how long Andy will be in a situation without power, without internet. I'm sure they have generators and stuff, but as you might imagine, hurricane relief efforts are top of mind right now for Andy. Yeah, I hope there were very little loss of life, Rob. I haven't heard terrible things other than property damage is unavoidable. What's up, Wolf Black Hawkfield? Yeah, it does. Yeah, Braidster. No internet and no phone in 2020 is hard, and I'm sure tons of people are without power. Dude, yes. Glenn, if you saw our Twitter account last night, it suddenly became filled with images. So, yeah, it was a rough 24 hours. Andy's dealing with hurricane relief efforts in Louisiana. Chadwick Boseman is gone. It super sucks. I'll start printing. We have some Black Panther art that Ed did for me a while ago, and I will start getting those ready to go out. I will see if there's a good place to donate. Obviously, Black Lives Matter is a great place to donate, so we may just do that. We may just donate 50% of the sales to Black Lives Matter to anybody who grabs the Black Panther face mask, and we'll do that as a good way to raise money in Chadwick Boseman's honor, and then for those funds to go somewhere that's a great place for those to go. Yeah, it's been a crazy 24 hours for sure. Yeah, rest is a good idea. One of these days, Rob. Tomorrow's my Sabbath, so. But yeah, I was really grateful for Bea to jump in there and do the Exotic Butters face mask. They're up on our Etsy store. Anybody who gets any ticket from Andy will be. Andy obviously gets to do whatever he needs or wants to with that money, and so I don't know the situation on the ground. I asked his agent to get with me to see if there was a charity that Andy, but it's again, this is all like kind of like right. It's all happening right now, and so it's very fresh. So I don't have all the details. I just know that late last night, Andy's agent got with me about the hurricane cleanup. He was offering to call in on a cell phone. We were like, there's definitely more pressing issues right now. So again, if you book a hangout, a personalized audio or video message, or an autograph, everyone's going to get a free either Exotic Butters face mask or an Exotic Butters bookmark it's our way to help you help Andy with the relief effort in Louisiana. And then we're going to do some Black Panther face masks, and we'll get those up on the Etsy store as soon as I can. Hangouts are going to start pretty soon, so my day is going to get crazy. But again, that was another thing that happened last night, like right as I was really wanting to think about going to bed, and it didn't happen. So, oh, good. Yay. I'm I'm excited that you guys are loving the Exotic Butters. Yeah, I think it's fantastic. I appreciate my daughter whipping that up, and she put a little ode to Funtime Freddy there in the Exotic Butters basket, and it was super cool. And last night as I made these face masks, I was listening to interviews with Andy and stuff that Andy's done, and he's been really active in helping with awareness for suicide rates for veterans have gone up tremendously. He is a staff officer in the United States Army, probably the reserves, if I had to guess. And so Andy's just a great dude. So we'll be sharing stuff from his YouTube channel all day today. We're going to be posting that everywhere to kind of raise awareness of Andy Field and who he is and what he does with the other parts of his life besides being the voice of Exotic Butter on FNAF. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. I just want to get that announcement out there. Tyler, I'm good. I'm really tired. I was supposed to get to bed and get rested. My voice, I've already taken some pain stuff to ignore how my voice feels, but I'm definitely going to talk very little tomorrow. I can tell you guys that. So Jeff, thanks for joining us. Wolf, thanks for joining us. Tyler, thanks for joining us. Chris and Rob, and there's a lot of people. So thank you guys for joining us. I'm going to take a quick break before the hangouts start, and then we'll be sending that those extra items to anybody that books with Andy as an incentive to help Andy with the relief efforts for the Hurricane Louisiana. And the Black Panther face masks will be as soon as I can get those done and samples made and stuff like that, we're going to get those out there. And then, yeah. Amir, yep. I drink a lot of water. Thank you so much for your support, you guys. I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to giving my voice a rest tomorrow. It was a long, productive meeting. You guys have by the end of the weekend, by the end of the day on Monday, some crazy stuff is about to hit the internet in terms of who is coming up next on Color World Live. We're very excited. Let's just say there's a reason my voice hurts so much. I've been talking a lot of meetings, a lot of really, really good meetings, you guys. So we'll see you guys soon. See you on the panels. See you in the Hangouts for everybody that's booked. If you haven't got booked, relax, no worries. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just about to email out. I saw one of them just come in. We're going to email out the schedule for everybody to get on there and hang out with Lena and Kellen. And then any of Andy's items will be fulfilled as soon as he's kind of dealt with the hurricane relief and is in a better spot and has, internet and phone and power and things like that. Thank you guys for your support. We will see you soon. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for your support. I'm going to send this out with the remix.
Exotic butters.